this show.
I love punctual Jess. It's so white of him.
Good evening and welcome to Omnibroslive. Whoops, I forgot to turn on my light.
I don't know what's happening here.
Okay. Heyo.
Heyo.
Now, am I echoing?
I think so, a little bit.
I don't have my headphones with me.
You don't sound bad, honestly. I think you're okay.
It sounds good. Don't worry about it.
Okay. This is Omnibroslive, and I can go get my headphones if I'm echoing.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
It's 8:01, Omnibroslive. I'm Omnidog, joined by E-Bag.
What's up, everybody? This is the thing. This is a joke we were doing at the store, and I said my rat name was E-Bag, which is Gabe spelled backwards.
Oh.
Nice.
And, of course, A Week in Geekdom. How's it going, buddy?
Hi, everybody. Doing pretty well. Super tired, but now I got a burst of energy because I'm chatting with all of you guys.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we are like methamphetamines.
Yeah, I agree. We're like speed. I agree. I always get up for this show. Because really, this is my bedtime.
What time do you have supper, Jess? 3 o'clock?
No, we just got done with supper. We eat around 7.
Oh, you're not that old yet then.
No. This is a good time for me to talk about InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Does anybody know, are they still having, is today's Cyber Monday, is that sale still going on? It is still going on.
Yes.
Cyber Monday, Black Friday sale still going on. You have till the stroke of midnight tonight to get those fabulous deals at InStockTrades.com. And I hit it pretty hard this Black Friday. I ordered from there twice.
Yeah.
I should have a good haul coming up.
Nice.
Here pretty soon. If you order $50 or more in the United States, it's free shipping. I don't want to forget that Mac Haven just donated, so I'm going to pull him back down a little bit there. $50 more, free shipping in the United States, fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging.
Preach.
That's InStockTrades.com.
Hallelujah.
Right on, man.
Amen to that.
And $2 into the kitty from Mac Haven Comic Books. Hello, OmniBros.
Super appreciated, man. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is Taylor Brown's like Jekyll and Hyde. He's my friend, like when we're texting each other throughout the day, and then he gets on this show and the knives come out.
He's your frenemy now.
He's my frenemy.
Oh boy.
He should be in the OmniBros chat as much as he talks bad about you. Because we are relentless on Party Jess. Relentless.
We love you. It's all right.
Gio should know the answer to this one because he and I both love Harley Quinn. We both love the first episode. Do you know when the second one comes out, Gio?
Should be Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Let me check just in case.
That first episode was hilarious.
The only thing I care about that comes out on Friday is Mandalorian.
Also great.
4th episode was pretty good. Digging it still.
I never thought I'd hear Gabe say those words.
It's not Star. It's not the Skywalker, so it's not the same old nonsense. It's good.
Huh.
This episode, the last episode reminds me a little bit of Three Amigos. Anybody remember that movie? Jess, I know you know Three Amigos.
Oh yeah, I saw it back when it came out in the 80s.
Yeah, I love Three Amigos. It reminds me of that a little bit. I don't want to get into it. I'm going to spoil anything. But
Friday, episode 2. Yeah.
Bruce Johannes says, Jess, it's okay. I've made 4 orders on IST this week.
Man.
That's awesome.
How about shout out to K-Dog in the chat? It says, Gabe's my favorite Omnibro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where did that go? Here it is. I'll
Yes.
put that up.
I love how the first part of the show is just us just jerking each other off, talking about the comments that we get.
Benny
Shout out to
segment, fan
K-Dog,
appreciation.
1000% appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
It was
little-
Chevy Chase. It was
Martin
Short, and the one, the only, I forget his name, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Great movie. God, do you know what a plethora is? Yeah, that movie's fantastic. El Guapo.
I did tell you to go all out in the chat, Taylor. That didn't mean I wasn't going to come back at you.
Blue Thunder gets the reference. Nice. Yeah. If only we could sew faster. I'm going to watch Three Amigos now. Damn it. I wonder if that movie still holds up.
Oh, I'm sure it does. That is an awesome movie. Wait, who'd you say was in it?
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
Short,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought for a second you forgot Chevy Chase, but yeah.
Oh, no.
No. Okay. Yeah, Bruce, you probably did beat me on dollar amount. If you did 4 orders, I only did 2 orders, and they weren't that big. They
Well,
were.
I think somebody should beat Bruce. Let's do it. Come on.
I don't have anything left to order.
Oh.
I do.
So-
I'm sort of chickening out on my desire to get the Injustice Omnibus. I just
Aw.
looked, and I have like years 1 through 5. In standard. I don't know that I can. I don't know. Is there a market out there to buy those standard hardcovers? I guess
I'm
I can.
sure.
There's a market for everything.
Yeah, if they're priced right. I could probably sell them for $5 a piece and just get them out of my house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. You just
Okay.
get it. FOMO.
Get it, FOMO. Chat Omnidog. I will buy your standard HCs, Jess.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Wait a minute. There's
Fine.
here, but let's wait for the follow-up for 75 cents a piece.
Oh.
Oh, I don't care about format. Okay. Well, let's see. It's 10 books. It's years 1 through 5. I think it's years 1 through 5. 1 through 3, and then are by Tom Taylor and Brian Catello wrote 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that later when we get into the previews of the show.
Yes.
Right.
So, what did you all haul or read?
Let's see. I have it separated out on my table that's turning into a small Kallax shelf tomorrow.
Oh, the manga shelf. Yeah,
Right.
the manga cube.
shelf.
Yeah, manga.
The
Stop
manga
it.
cube.
Stop it. Stop that.
Hashtag manga cube in the chat, everybody. Hashtag.
Forget it. Let's see. You want to start with hauls or reads?
Let's do hauls. Yeah.
Hauls. Okay. I hauled pretty hard because this is like 3 weeks ago. I got something in and I forgot about it. I left it outside the door, and it was some Matt Hawkins stuff that I got. And okay, here we go. Wildfire by Matt Hawkins.
Interesting.
No idea what this is about.
I bet it's wild.
Is
Oh, it's on fire.
genetically modified food an end to world hunger or a first-class ticket to the apocalypse? Los Angeles stands poised to find out as a team of plant biologists accidentally unleashes a potent growth accelerant into LA's ecosystem. Okay? It's called Wildfire.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's by Matt Hawkins. So I bet there's a ton of, there's a bunch of back matter on it. So
Nice.
he's done his homework.
Sedgwick's on that book, right?
Linda
Sedgwick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize that art style. That's cool. Nice.
And then another Matt Hawkins book, Symmetry, Volume 1 and 2. Oh, this art looks badass.
Ooh.
Let me get it right. Artificial intelligence has become ubiquitous. Oh, this writing is tiny. Ubiquitous, and your best friend is Raina, your personal AI. Children choose their gender and their names. Human relationships are confined to reproduction. That sounds okay to me. These were all the diamond absolutes of Michael's world until everything changed with a chaotic act of nature, a solar flare. With their perfect balanced utopia falling apart at the seams, Michael and his brother Matthew must survive for the first time in untamed nature with the assistance of Maricela, a beautiful woman whose very existence upsets everything they once believed to be true. Cool.
Sounds interesting.
Sounds boss.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the back cover. This looks really cool.
Reminds me of Daft Punk.
Yeah. And so there's 2 books. I'm going to read these tomorrow. These are going over there, so I see them on the way out of the door. Then a Mark Waid book I was unaware of, Potter's Field, introduction by Greg Rucka, so you know it's got to be good. Outside New York City is Potter's Field, where the anonymous dead are buried. Now a mysterious man has taken it upon himself to name the unnamed. Meet John Doe. He has no identity. He has no history. He leaves no fingerprints. Using a network of underground operatives who don't know each other, he fights to save the unsaved and solve the mysteries of the unjustly slain. But what's the past that John Doe is trying to hide? And how can he find the keys? And how can he find the keys to it in the cemetery for the forgotten? This sounds good too. And of course, it's by Mark Waid, one of my favorite writers.
I'd buy this just because it's Mark Waid.
I totally agree with that. Baby Teeth, Volume 3.
Nice.
Have you read Baby Teeth yet, Jess?
I read the first 2, yeah.
It's good?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot. This book sounded really weird to me, and it's by Aftershock, and I like the weird stuff that Aftershock puts out, and it's by Tim Seeley. Let's see if I can show you this. What's going on in here? Charles Ipswich isn't one of those with the coastal elites, blah, blah, blah. No, Chip is one of the forgotten men. He lives in a rural area in the middle of the country where Jesus still has a place at the dinner table and where factories outsource jobs to Calcutta. Chip is also a vampire. Stuck working the last shift at a gas station, Chip is lonely and bored, and then his dull, bleak life is turned upside down when she comes to town. Ooh. So that's why this sounded good to me. It seems bloody.
Oh, look at that. That's terrifying.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
Fun.
Real quick, just hold up real fast. Shout out to Make Haven Comics and Daniel K, who both just sent us $5 a piece.
Whoa, double whammy.
Been conflicted on buying floppies and rather buy them digital or wait for collected editions, slowly turning to digital for trade paperbacks, but get absolute omnis. Okay, I get that. I just stopped cold turkey on buying floppies and went to collected editions myself.
Same here.
And here's some Swiss money for one of my top 5 YouTube channels. Thanks for the content, guys. Right on, man. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
K.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
It's
Whoa.
extra delicious or extra handy, like a knife.
Then I have no idea what this was, except it's Mike Mignola.
Ooh.
And it's not Mike Mignola art, but
Does
it's,
he even do art anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think he does
think he does
interiors in a long time.
Yeah. I think
It's
he
not
just-
written by him either. Story and art by Warwick Johnson Cadwell. That sounds like a baron of a castle, not a comic book writer. And then the fabulous Taylor Brown told me this was a halfway decent, really, actually, it was a really good all-star Batman, the first Ally. He said this was, I didn't particularly care for the first 2 all-star Batmans, but he said this was a good one. So I got it, and I'm praying he's correct. Then I got the first Daredevil by Zdarsky.
Nice.
Then I searched high and low and found Harrow County Volume 4,
Ooh.
LE, Libre Edition. Postal, the next chapter, Deliverance.
Nothing called Deliverance is going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Scotty Young's Middle West, Volume 2. Volume 1 was awesome.
I love that art in that book. Jorge Corona is amazing.
It's really amazing. I'm still hanging in there with Valiant, Bloodshot Salvation. I am going to read all Valiant here someday soon. And then Killer Be Killed. Major monster of a book. And that is what Omnidog hauled. Where did I get that library edition? It came from England via Amazon. And it came all the way from England in a bubble wrap mailer. And somehow it has no nicks or dings on it.
Oh, they knew you were getting that copy, so they made sure it arrived in pristine conditions.
It was in a bubble mailer, man.
Was that volume 4?
Here from England that way.
Was that volume 4 you said, Jess?
Yeah. I had to it was not I may have paid full price for it on Amazon because I had to get it, and I decided to get it before it went out of print, which I think it's teetering on the edge of.
FOMO. In the chat, Karina Carrillo. Someone's asking that, saying if we could say hi, Alexia. So, hi, Alexia.
What's that now?
What's up? It's up a little bit. Karina just asking that we say hi to her.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
What about you, Jill? Did you get anything?
Yeah. No, I didn't. Well, I did get something. Oh, give me a second. I did get the these things.
Oh, nice.
So you got
The TKO book?
Yeah. I didn't show them off last time. The Banks, Eve of Extinction, and this thing, Pound for Pound, which looks really awesome. I really want to dig into this one.
Yeah, that covers.
And
dope.
I didn't know they were so big. I had no idea these trade paperbacks were so big.
Well, this is for you, Gio.
Aw.
From T-Ler Blunt.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Long time viewer, first time caller. Just wanted to say you're cute.
Let me hide my face because I'm blushing. Thank you.
You turned the book pink.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all I hold. Just the TKO books.
That's cool. Those are good books. And we're reviewing those next week, correct?
Yes, sir.
We are?
Monday.
Next Monday.
All right. I'll see how I get to that point.
Hey, you're gonna have to drop your manga for a little bit so you can read some TKO.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be worth it. It's not Superman, Spider-Man nonsense, so I'm sure. Dude, that sentient looks really great. I love. Same, same guy that did Vision. It looks just like it in there too. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question, real quick. Anyone read Iron Man by Busiek? Any good? Worth picking up?
I think Gabe mentioned that you read it, right?
Yeah, that's like the only Iron Man stuff I've read. That and like the Joe Quesada stuff at that time. It's good. You can find the omnibus for like nothing. It's a dirt cheap omnibus, so that's a good pickup for sure. Good read.
He's a great writer.
Mm-hmm.
He was bringing back that God, what's that dragon? Aerosmith. He's bringing back Aerosmith, isn't he?
Oh, that's great. I loved Aerosmith.
Wait, the band?
No, it's spelled like
no
ARROW.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, this is great comic deal called Aerosmith. It's like World War I soldiers,
but they have dragons.
But they fly on dragons as opposed to like airplanes.
Yeah. My
and
bad.
there's a lot of magic and stuff involved.
Yeah, you've highlighted it on the past.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so let me get in mine. No, mine might take a minute. My haul. So
okay, just let me highlight you. There you go.
So Saturday we had Kevin Smith and Stan Sakai at the store. I was telling you guys earlier. So this is going to be a very big Kevin Eastman, Stan Sakai kind of haul. So get ready for that. They're wonderful, wonderful people. The Sakais are awesome. They are the sweetest little cute couple you've ever seen in your life.
Are you sure they're a couple? Isn't that his daughter?
They're still really cute together, Jess.
Okay.
But I'm positive it's his wife because I've seen the emails back and forth.
I thought his wife passed away, and I thought that was his daughter.
I think he remarried pretty quickly.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
All right.
They look to have been. He looked a little older, but not like I'm your dad older than her. So I don't know, but I'm positive it was his wife. Either way.
Okay. I have no idea. So good for him. Whatever.
All right. So bringing them out was a fantastic time. They're great people. They do these really cute Usagi Yojimbo pins.
Yeah, I sent some of those to Ryan Sace.
Oh, did you? These things are great. I love the little samurai one. And then that there too.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then Kevin Eastman's an incredibly nice guy. He's probably the nicest guy you ever meet in the comic book world. And he signed everything I brought, and I did bring kind of a lot. Actually, I got more up here.
Chad Omnidog says his first wife did pass away, and he did get remarried. Okay, good.
All right, so I'll start out with these since I had to stand up and grab them. I got my SNES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Time cartridge signed by Kevin Eastman.
Cool.
He did the little turtle doodle there.
Nice.
I got my complete Ninja Turtles DVD set that comes in a turtle van.
That's awesome.
Got that signed. I got my childhood Ninja Turtles collector's holder case signed as well.
Holy smoke.
Yeah. I still have like a bunch of my toys inside of it too.
That's awesome.
That's boss.
Those are all the originals too, from like 1988 and shit. All right, and then moving on to some of the really cool stuff. I'm gonna save the best for last. Who cares? Let's just keep going. So Ninja Turtles hardcover by IDW Volume 1.
Yeah.
Got a little Ninja Turtle sketch in it.
Nice.
Volume 2 with a Casey Jones sketch. Volume 3 with a Mouser sketch.
Nice. I'm currently reading that.
Is there a lot of Mousers involved?
I just started it, so
Okay. Because I gave him this stack of stuff at the end of the signing, and he goes, "You want anything particular in here?" And I was like, "No, man, have at it." And I didn't realize he was going to do a sketch in every one of them. So, another turtle one for volume 4.
Oh, that's my favorite cover.
No, dear collector, they're all back in stock.
Volume
They're starting to
5.
come back in stock. That's my favorite cover.
The turtle sketch. Volume 6. I love this cover. This Shredder cover is great.
Mm-hmm.
But not as great as that Shredder sketch.
Whoa.
Nice.
Volume, I lost count, 7. With a Splinter sketch. This one's cool. Volume 8 with a
Ooh.
Rocksteady. And volume 9 with a Turtles and Usagi Yojimbo sketch.
Whoa. Awesome.
That's badass.
Yeah, this one's great. I don't think I saw Kevin signed it for me first and sketched in it first, and then I brought it over to Stan because they actually did a crossover event in here. And I go back later because I'm doing it in the middle of work, and I'm handing them my books in between the other people's books and stuff like that. And he comes back and they're all kind of upset. They have this really upset look on their face. And apparently either they didn't know or they didn't get copies of this yet. The Sakai's. Usually, IDW hooks them up with copies of, stuff that they print with their material in it. And they haven't got it back or haven't got it yet. And they were like a little kind of upset about it, which is kind of funny because they were such a sweet possible couple that we haven't established yet. So yeah, I got that dope ass Stan Sakai sketch in there. This is the history of the Foot Clan. It has another Shredder sketch in it, but it looks extra cool on the red background.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you guys about this before. We talked about this once on the show. This is my favorite thing I have in my collection. So I got to talk to Kevin about it for a while, and we chatted up about how art process works and all that. But I'm not going to get into it because I just want to show off that turtle sketch.
Nice.
And Stormwatch Final Orbit, which has nothing to do with Stan Sakai or Kevin Eastman, but I did get it.
Cool.
This is the one that I ordered online while we were on the show.
Oh.
This has the Wildcats aliens. It's reprinted in this. It's the only place it's reprinted besides, I guess, the Stormwatch hardcover, or no.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's I got this because this is such a. I've always heard about the story, and I know that that's the basic germ of the idea where Authority came from, but it was happened because of this storyline. But it's just so crazy to think that the actual in continuity story of these characters include aliens, like the xenomorph aliens. So I just think that's outrageous. It's written by the one and only Warren Ellis. So I can't wait to read this and just see how crazy messed up it is. It has to be. Because we all know what happens in this story between the Wildcats and Stormwatch and the aliens. So I can't wait to see how brutal that gets.
It gets brutal.
Oh, man. Even better. So yeah, that's my Ninja Turtle haul.
Nice.
You got a bunch of questions from the chat, Gabe.
Oh, did I?
Everybody's going crazy over those TMNT books.
Yeah, they really are.
What are they saying? What's up?
Yeah, all the TMNT books, they go in and out of print. Don't worry about it. They'll be back. If you see something out of print, don't freak out. They'll print it again.
IDW is pretty good about that when it comes down to these hardcovers. Like all the hardcovers they do for the most part, but especially these turtle ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, they go out of print. They'll be out of print for a couple of months, and then they come back around.
They want to know if you've watched the latest season of Toys That Made Us with the TMNT episode.
I did see that, and we all talked to Kevin about it, and apparently it's very inaccurate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
In the form, not of the story of the turtles, but have you guys seen it?
No.
One?
No.
It's just that the story that they brought together to do it is completely wrong. Like they had Kevin Eastman's birthplace incorrect, and they tried to make it seem that there was a falling out between Kevin and Peter Laird, and they focus on that heavily on the Toys That Made Us. That's like their story behind the story of the Ninja Turtle toys is how they broke up, and the way they made it seem was like they never were in contact again until the Toys That Made Us brought them back together for the first time in like 35 years or something. And Kevin was like, I talked to him on a regular basis. Like we've always been in some form of communication or another, you know, like there's no bad blood or never was. And they I guess apparently, well, not apparently, they did. The Toys That Made Us made it seem like that was like a terrible, terrible relationship that they felt bad about. Yeah.
Sneaky bastards.
But if you really want to know some turtles like history, like with the toys and with the origin story of the turtles themselves and all the movies, there's a Turtle Power documentary, it's called. I think it's on Amazon. I have the DVD. It is the best Ninja Turtles like documentary out there. And there's multiple. There's a lot for some reason. There's a lot of Turtles documentaries out there. But that Turtle Power one is the best.
Nice.
Hands down.
I'll watch that because now I don't want to see the Toys That Made Us, because if they did that with the TMNT episode, what haven't they done with the other ones?
Yeah, it kind of taints the whole project. Yeah. Yes, Bruce Johannes, we did feed him. There was a signing at a store. It was an all-day signing. We take him out to dinner and lunch and everything too. Oh man, I got hooked up. This Yoshagi and Jimbo sketch is probably like the best one he did.
That's awesome.
And Chris Davis in the chat knows what's up. He bought one of the sketches that we had left over.
Turtle soup.
Turtle soup. All right. So do you want to go over what we read?
Sure.
Word.
I read a couple things. I read Gideon Falls. To get to Gideon Falls 3, I first had to read 2 again, like I always do. And things are getting wild in this book, really wild in Gideon Falls 3. I'm not sure I can fully explain it to the viewers, but the priest, if you're reading Gideon Falls, the town exists on multiple planes of existence. Futuristic city, prehistoric city, frontier town, modern American town, and it all seems to hinge on this black barn that exists in two places at once. And gosh, it's hard for me to explain, but this priest goes through the Black Barn in volume 3 and ends up in a different Gideon Falls. And he proceeds to find a Black Barn, and this guy, this like homunculus that's the key to it all, and confronts him, and then then there's this other Gideon Falls that's like super steampunkish, and he keeps writing down all these Gideon Falls that he visits, and he starts making a map of all these Gideon Falls that he visits, because he keeps managed to traversing through. He finds himself going through all these sort of ramps of reality to all these various Gideon Falls, and it's really boss, because he's the key. This bishop he ends up becoming, he's the key to solving the problem with the current Gideon Falls issue, where the father gets on the phone and it's the bishop, and he talks to the father, and the father refers to him as the bishop. This is the guy, and his identity is revealed. And I can't go into much more because there's no way I can explain it without sounding like a knuckle chuckle. But he sees future versions of these people that he hasn't even met yet, but they know him. And it all makes sense because Jeff Lemire does an awesome job of everything in this book. And I don't know how many more books there are going to be, but it sounds crazy, but it all makes complete and total sense. It's amazing. It is really, really amazing. And I think that it's, I don't know, it's up there in my top 5 books of the year, this particular book. And I think so is this. I'm going to have to do a better job explaining it if I want to do book of the year for it, like for my channel, because this also is up there in my top 5 books of the year, Hadrian's Wall. And fortunately, it explains on the back better than I can explain. I do this a lot, of course. Hadrian's Wall is a cargo ship in 100 years in the future. Astronaut Edward Madigan dies aboard the survey ship Hadrian's Wall. Pill-popping detective Simon Moore is dispatched to investigate, but while Simon initially takes the case as a way to spite his ex-wife, who is on board this ship. Let me find some art, because the art's good. Simon quickly learns that Edward's death was no accident and threatens the entire piece that is being held together. Because there is a colony, Theta, that the Earth has colonized up there, and it's in a rebellious colony that wants to blow up the Earth. Russia and America have made peace, but Theta, this rebellious colony, has got a conspiracy going where it wants to find some material to blow up the Earth, and there's a conspiracy going above Hadrian's Wall, the ship, and it's a great book. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. I love everything about this book. There's a cover-up, there's drug use, there's hidden affairs, there's all kinds of stuff going on in this where they thought this guy was just going to come aboard because he was a disgraced detective and just whitewash the case. But he's decided that there's really a murder that's happened, and then people try and take him out, and there's murder, and there's all kinds of stuff going on, and Hadrian's Wall has it all. And I loved it. Now, I'm I wasn't going to bring this up, but I wasn't going to bring this up. No, I haven't read Cal, but I'm going to. I'm going to read. You know what? Cal is going to be my first. Rick Nelson. Cal is going to be my first Hoopla checkout, because I think Image is big on Hoopla, so I'm going to do that. I wasn't going to admit this on air, but I'm going to now, just because I might as well get it out of the way.
Get ready, folks.
Because I'm disappointed, not in the book, but kind of in myself and just in the circumstance, because this is a book that is highly praised. Everybody loves it, and I just didn't connect with it. And it's not the book's fault. I'm certainly not going to pour root beer on it. It's not the book's fault. It's not the author's fault. I just didn't get it. And I'm really disappointed that I didn't get it, because everybody loves this book. It's got like universal acclaim. I thought for sure it was going to be my book of the year. And that is Little Bird. It's got really fantastically detailed art that is amazing. I love the art.
Everybody was hoping that you built up that confession to be reading manga, but
the art is amazing. But the story, I just felt it just went over my head. Now I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to give it away, because I'm going to give it a second or third read, and I'm going to keep trying.
Who wrote that?
I don't even know how to say the person's name. Darcy Van Polgeest.
Sounds about right. Cool.
Dar looks really good in it, though.
Polgeest. Little Bird was born into war. It's the only life she's known. When her village is destroyed and her mother kidnapped by the oppressive American Empire, she fights to reignite the resistance that once was and defeat the enemy, to save her people, to save her country, to discover her own identity in a world on fire. That's not really what I read. I mean, I know that I'm sure that the story didn't suck. I'm not saying the book was bad at all. I'm not saying anything against the book. I'm saying it went over my head. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. So I can't say don't get it. I'm saying get it and make your own decision, because everybody loves this book. And it just went over my head, and I couldn't make the connections in the book. The main protagonist dies like 3 times and then wakes up in a science experiment where they're trying to pull out a special gene from her. And I'm just like, I'm not getting this. How did this happen? So it's not a bad book. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it went over my head. So it's on me. I'm saying it's on me. It's not you, it's me.
If Omar is here, he said that you just don't understand smart comics.
Right. I totally don't get this smart comic. So that's you're gonna have to read it on your own. I can't give you a review. I wouldn't give it a 0. I wouldn't give it a 10. I can't review it. I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. Sorry,
the book
guys.
basically broke you down.
It did.
I read. If you're done,
I am done.
All right. I only read one.
Forever.
I was going to start reading Sentient, but I'm going to wait on it for a little bit. I did read some manga, and I'm not going to bore you, Jess. I only read Dr. Stone Volume 8, which was fantastic, and I'm up to the point with the Steam Gorilla Machine, and it's awesome. And the part where they do the record playing for the enemy spy, all that stuff is just fantastic. The Stone Wars have begun. I'll just say that much. It's really cool.
Let's talk about this Steam Gorilla Machine.
They're trying to build a steam-powered vehicle to do something in the story.
Okay.
So they do like they draw like a giant gorilla because to the main character knows what a car is, but the other characters don't. So they say, "Oh, it's like a steam-powered gorilla," and they draw like a giant gorilla at the front of the car-looking vehicle.
Okay, because I wasn't sure. I was like, is this a machine that just makes steam gorillas? Or is it a gorilla machine powered by steam? So I didn't know which way to take that. So I wanted to make sure. I should have not asked. I should have just let myself believe that it makes steam gorillas. Like just a mist, and the mist kind of makes the shape of a gorilla.
Shape of a gorilla now, but Dr. Stone's really awesome. I love that series so much.
And that was it?
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was it. I was pretty busy.
How about you, Gabe? What manga did you read?
I'm still working on Akira.
Okay.
I finished volume 4. I finished volume 4, which is, man, that was awesome. That is, God, like I can't believe that was not in the movie. Like that entire volume is not anything mentioned or hinted upon or anything in the movie, and it's such a great chapter, arc, story beat, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to go out and say it. So I think we all basically know the idea of the Akira movie. There was big explosion that took out Tokyo in the late 80s, and jump forward to 2020, it's Neo Tokyo, and the city's been completely revived, and it has advanced further than they ever had before, and in the movie you get that idea, and then you get the kids with the mental powers, and Kaneda and Tetsuo becoming discovering his mental abilities and going crazy. But in the book so far, that first explosion happened. The entire movie basically happens, if you know the movie, and then Akira wakes up and something bad happens, something really awesome but really terrible happens, and another explosion happens. So this is a post-apocalyptic story. So there's 2 apocalypses that happen in this movie, and that resets the dystopian lifestyle. It's fantastic so far. And volume 4 is after that second explosion, and how just guerrilla warfare has sprouted up, and gangs and mutinies, and that people starting their own empires and districts. And one of those empires is under the rule of Tetsuo, who's crazy up on drugs, and the little kid Akira. So it's great. It's really great stuff. The art in it's just out of control because it's nothing but damaged buildings and cityscapes toppled on top of other cityscapes. It's just windows after windows after windows. And then volume 4 picks up after that. It's still the terrible dystopian future, but so far America's getting involved, and that's never a good thing.
Yeah.
So that's that. I got one more volume after this, and I'm pumped and ready to go for this. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, double dystopian. Yeah, it's hardcore.
How many volumes? There's 6 volumes?
There's 6 volumes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd know if I'd ever opened my box set.
You are doing yourself a disservice not reading this, Jess.
I'm sure.
Just flip through the art and just be like, wow. It's all black and white. I mean, except for the first 4 pages are beautifully painted, but it's all black and white after that. Okay, and talked about this yesterday. I did finally read Batman Damned, and I don't know. I don't know what happened in this book.
Okay. You did make it beyond the first issue then.
Yeah, I made it through the first issue that one day, and then it took me a while to kind of get back around to it. And it's only 3 issues. It's a fairly quick read. Art in it is gorgeous by Lee Bermejo, but outside of that, I don't know what's going on with the story whatsoever. The first issue wasn't that bad. There's a lot of build-up and character introductions, and your basic issue 1, and then issue 2 and 3 just fall apart. Characters are showing up again that they don't act or look the same as they did before. Everything is kind of just rush. They're going from one incident to another incident to another incident to another incident. It's a lot of. It's almost like an episode of like NYPD Blue or any cop show where it's like you got to go talk to this guy. He knows everything. And you go talk to that guy, and he goes, "I know this little much, but you need to talk to this other guy who knows everything." So it's you're just following them going from one stop to another stop to another stop, talking to one person, and Swamp Thing shows up for no reason, and Batman ends up in a grave for no reason, and they tinkered with Batman's origin story where it was more of like a berserk style sacrifice kind of thing. Like I give up something so that you could take my family away so that I can grow up with no fear or whatever happened. I think that's what was going on. And Constantine is just really lame, and I don't get it because Brian Azzarello's written great Constantine before. So I don't know what happened with this one. Demon Etrigan's a underground battle rapper.
Yeah. Started at 8 Mile.
Yeah, something like that. Like he's just breaking bars. But yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't have the torches and pitchforks and shovels and nooses like Jess does against it, but I'm not a fan. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It had to have been editorial, but man,
yeah, I agree with that.
They must have just butchered that so badly. And then like the Harley Quinn thing shows up really quick out of nowhere and then stops really quick, and you're like, what happened? And Constantine's got Batman's belt because Harley Quinn was dry humping him. Yeah. Harley Quinn dressed as the Joker, dry humping Batman. There's some weird psychological thing going on with that. That has to mean something.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, that's what I've been reading.
Well, let's get to what everybody's been waiting for then. This is a big week.
Yeah, let's talk about future hauls.
Yeah. Previews.
Boom. All right, let's go ahead and let's get.
Oh wait, you know what? Let me check my email because I don't think I got the list.
Oh, I haven't noticed that either. I don't think they sent it.
Whoop, wrong thing. Wait. Ding, 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 ding. I don't think I got the list.
Yeah, they might not have sent it. Might, it's the day after holiday weekend, so it might be something going on.
Yeah.
If we get it later, we'll post it in the community tab and all that stuff, social media.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope, didn't get the list.
Nope.
Let me see. Let me go to Omniboslive and see if Emily texted it to me.
Okay, we'll just go forward then.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Burp? That's funny. I didn't know that.
Okay, let's go and start this up here. So here's the week's releases. You'll find these on InStockTrades.com, our wonderful sponsor, tomorrow, 12 noon, 3 p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at this week's releases.
Image.
Starting out with Image Comics. We have Volume 8 of Birthright, trade paperback. Nice. Kick-Ass, Volume 3, trade paperback. This is the new version of Kick-Ass. All My Heroes Have Been Junkies. This is the trade paperback of that. But the hardcover must have just sold out super quick then.
I think it did.
Yeah. Dark Horse coming up. They got Choke Gas, the best of 75 years of EC Comics. And Volume 2 of She Could Fly. IDW, we got Back to the Future, Volume 2, Disney's DuckTales, Volume 6, and Transformers Legacy, The Art of Transformers Packaging. That's That's probably really cool.
Cool.
DC Comics. Here's where we start.
Whoa.
Big week.
All right. So this week we are starting off with Absolute Dark Knight 3 Master Race hardcover. That's $125. And collects the most recent Dark Knight storyline from Frank Miller and Andy Kubert on art. Black Orchid trade paperback, new edition. Final Crisis Omnibus. This is a new printing of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkman Volume 2, Deathbringer. Injustice, Gods Among Us.
There it is.
Absolute Volume 1. That's the big one here. There's a lot of comics in this. Injustice, God Amongst Us 1 through 12. Injustice, God Amongst Us Annual 1. Injustice Volume, or Year 2, 1 through 12. Year 2 Annual. Year 3, 1 through 12. And God Amongst Us.
Year 3.
Year 3 Annual, number 1. So,
yeah,
that's a lot of stuff there.
I do recommend it. I think people should read it. Pick it up. It's fun.
I like the video game. The video game was really cool and interesting. I like the idea, which really got me into it, was, I haven't read it, but really got me interested into it, was the whole Joker tricking Superman into doing what he does. And that's kind of just sets off this entire dystopian world.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League by Scott Snyder, Deluxe Hardcover, Volume 1.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that cover so much.
Mhm.
Jorge Jimenez did the cover.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the Scott Snyder, you got James Tynion on here. Jim Chung, I think, does like 6 pages out of being an ongoing artist on this book. Lots of good stuff though. This is right after Metal. Is this in this relaunches, Gio?
Mhm.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And it crosses over with Aquaman, just in case anybody was wondering. The Drowned Earth storyline.
Oh, that's all in here too? Oh, it is, yeah. The Aquaman,
Yep.
Justice League, Drowned Earth. Cool. Man and Superman Deluxe Hardcover. We got a Deluxe Hardcover 15th anniversary for Superman for Tomorrow. Speaking of Brian Azzarello. Superman Secret Origin Deluxe. Wow, this is a good week. It's almost batting 1,000 here from DC.
Mm-hmm.
And Teen Titans Deathstroke the Terminus Agenda hardcover. All right, another big thick stack here from Marvel.
Here we go.
With the Annihilation Omnibus reprinting that everybody's been asking for.
That's right.
Finally a thing. Then we have Avengers Epic Collection Gatherer's Strike. Avengers versus Fantastic Four. Championed by Jim Zub. And everybody keeps talking about Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. So here's volume 2 that comes out. And then we have one of those super crazy oversized hardcovers of Ditko is Amazing. Iron Man, Mask and Iron Man Omnibus. This is the Kurt Busiek stuff people were asking about, right? Or no, this is Joe Quesada stuff.
Joe Quesada, sorry. Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man and Thor, God Butcher, Marvel Select hardcovers. That's a standard size hardcover, I believe. It's not an oversized one.
I think so.
Dynamite, we have James Bond 007 Volume 1.
Who's that?
Is this the Warren Ellis stuff? No, it's Greg Pak.
I had no idea they made James Bond comics, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Warren
awesome.
Ellis has done them. That's what I ordered during Black Friday.
Are they good? Oh.
They're
Warren
so
Ellis.
I
awesome.
mean, have you read them before?
I haven't, but they've come highly recommended.
Cool.
All right, we got James Bond, Felix Letterer, and Pathfinder Volume 4. Boom Studios, we have Adventure Time, Marcy and Simon trade paperback, Go Go Power Rangers Volume 5, and Smooth Criminals Volume 2. And down here, we have...
It's a cool section.
This is a cool section. And along with that, We also have Dark Arc hardcover volume 1.
And you're welcome for that because I just got trade paperback number 3 for that, and they just announced the oversized hardcover. You're welcome.
Sacrifice was appreciated.
Yeah.
It doesn't say what's in here. It says Arc 1. Is that the first 3 trades? Is that everything that's out?
I think it must be.
Does anybody know? I don't know. But yeah, so this is it's like the other side of the coin for the Noah biblical story, where Noah took, 2 of every animal. This is the flip side, where this person made an ark and took all the dragons and all the vampires and all the dark, evil, bad characters.
Oh, it says the first 15 issues.
Yeah, I think that's the first 3 trades.
Man, I want to read that. I didn't know that existed.
Oh,
I'm so behind.
So good.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I wonder what kind of animals are in there, or monsters, or creatures, or whatever.
Vampires, dragons, Republicans. I don't know.
Demonetized.
This cover here for this Dark Judge thing is dope. Is this a Bisley cover?
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just wanted to check that out. All right. Attack on Titan, volume 29.
That's a big one. A lot of people are waiting on that. Look, Jin, volume 3, Dragon Quest Monsters Plus. I don't know any of these. Galgohan.
How about Monster Musume?
Oh boy, Monster Musume. Yeah, that's a very TNA fan service book. Don't read it. Don't. It's not that great. No, it's about monster people.
You're selling me on it more and more.
It's a harem, and it's a dude with monster girlfriends. It's weird. Plus-sized elf, Paradise Kiss 20th anniversary. A lot of people are excited about that one. It's
Name 3.
Well, the people that watch Otaku Bros live twice a month, they were really excited about that last time I did an episode. Reincarnated as a sword. That's a new one that's coming out. It's not related to slime, and if anybody's wondering. Rising of the Shield Hero. That's also a good one. I highly recommend that.
Wait. So 2 different people came up with the same basic concept idea, and there's a manga of it?
Yeah, someone reincarnated as a slime, and this guy reincarnated as a sword, and the girl uses that sword to fight against evil people.
I'm glad you said she used that sword to fight and not something else.
Yeah. ReZero, that's good. What else is coming out? Rough Riders.
There's there's a lot of like naughty manga on here this week.
Yeah, there's another TNA fan service book.
Yeah.
Don't read that. It's not worth it. Yeah. That's about it.
What's this Two Lover Rue? Or
That's
Two Lover
a rom-com manga.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. And that's that, everybody. A lot of heavy hitters this week. Mm-hmm. Lots of big books, man. Don't let FOMO hit you. Spend your money wisely. Budget this out.
You made it. Congratulations.
Right on, man. And those books you can get at InStockTrades.com, where you can get your books up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add up to 2%. And since it's the end of Cyber Monday, for another couple hours, up to 3% off. And it's still Black Friday promotion, I believe, until midnight tonight. Eastern time. I don't know about Pacific time. You're rolling the dice if you're in the Pacific. You better make it 9 p.m. if you're in the Pacific timeline. Over $50 in the United States gets you free shipping in an order. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nice.
Let's see. Just let me check my email real quick. No.
Matthew, if we ever make that shirt, I want that to be the tagline. Just saying.
What shirt?
FOMO is not just an idea, it's a way of life. That's perfect. That's a great way to summarize things.
It's almost a disease that we all carry.
Yeah. It can
Oh,
get
yeah.
you in gaming, in every aspect of life. FOMO is a disease. I agree.
Yep.
I saw today, last week, I saw a thing about Rocksteady and Bebop figures. I haven't even read about Rocksteady and Bebop figures. All I read was that they were hard to find and getting sold for big money on eBay, and I was like, I have to have them.
They look amazing, though. They look really cool.
I'm sure they do, but I don't even know about them, and I want them. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I have to stop that way of thinking. That's not good.
You made a good choice, Jess.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
One day at a time.
Right.
Chris Davis, yes, Injustice is worth it. I think you're gonna have a fun time. I talked about it yesterday on the show, but it really put Tom Taylor on the map and made him really famous for that book. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a fun, dark Elseworlds tale about what can go wrong with the DC universe. It's really fun.
Uh-oh, Bruce is thinking about making a fifth order.
Ooh, nice. Is Final Crisis a must-read? It's a must-read if you know about your DC history. If you've read the Crisis events and you know who everyone is. If this is your first time, no, it is not a must-read. Go read something else.
He speaks the truth. You got to know everything about DC to read Final Crisis.
Yeah. I read everything and I did my homework and I was still lost reading Final Crisis. Just saying.
Yeah. It's a toughie. Yeah.
Tasty Melon. What comic websites do you frequent? The Omnibus Collectors swap page on Facebook. That's all I need, baby.
That's all I ever go to.
Yeah.
I don't do Twitter. I do IG for my own thing, Instagram for my own thing, and that's really it. I don't do Twitter. I don't do any other comic websites.
I only follow nerd stuff on Twitter, so I don't get the toxic stuff that people like to complain about. Although nerd culture is pretty toxic sometimes as well, so whatever.
I don't think just because somebody's mentioning in the chat, I don't think the omnibus for Annihilation is going to sell out as quick as it did before. I think people...
it'll stay for a while.
I think people talk a lot and they don't really put their money where their mouth is and want to buy something. They just want to buy it because they don't have it and they can't find it. And once it's available, they don't want it. So I think it'll be around for a while.
It'll sell well, but it'll stay in stores and stuff.
Yeah, it's not a great book. It's okay. Just read the last third of it.
Oh, you hurt me with that statement. Why?
Because you don't even know about Drax and how he got tied up into it, or how Super Skrull got tied up into it, or
yeah. Oh, I love that book. It seriously made me a fan of Marvel Cosmic as a whole. I loved it so much.
Annihilation?
Yeah. I know you didn't like it. I know.
I didn't say anything.
I kind of want to sell all my Cosmic omnibuses.
Oh my god.
Somebody hit me up.
Yeah. What's your biggest moment of FOMO in your collecting life?
Oh, Taylor's asking that.
Yeah.
I'm the one that ordered Shattered freaking Grid on the golf course. I don't even like Power Rangers. I stopped on like the 9th hole and said, "Wait, guys," and ordered it. Like I stopped my playing partner so I could order Power Rangers. That's got to be it. For me, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. You haven't read it yet, right?
No, we're getting to it though. Tyler Blunt and I are. We're gonna get to it all.
Interesting. I can't wait to hear what you think about it because I'm not a fan of the Power Rangers, but it's gonna be an interesting video. I'll watch it.
Okay.
I think the only time I could really think of FOMO hit me bad was Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3. And that was the one time when Emily jumped into the Omnibus group and was like, hey, guys, we got 10 more in. I was like, oh, crap, I need to get one of them. I don't even have one or two. I don't care. It's a DM cover. I'm getting it. And I got it. And yeah. I think I got it signed by Ray Thomas eventually, and I sold it. But that was one time I was like, damn, I just bought that just because.
Yeah. I think probably the Plague of Frogs books or something like that when they were coming out, and they started going out of print. I went crazy trying to locate all 4 of them.
Hey, you know who you should do? Who wants to commission some original art so I can buy more Omnis? You guys should check out Matthew's Instagram page or Instagram
feed.
Yeah.
Feed. Okay, good. Thank you. This guy is talented as hell. He is really good. I should commission some stuff from him.
Matthew, put your IG tag or whatever so people can find you.
Matthew, put up whatever your ID is in Instagram for your Instagram feed. I'd like to promote it might just be his name, I think. Actually, I can tell you right now. Because I subscribe to him.
Matthew, I keep forgetting. I am going to subscribe. Do not worry. I'm sorry. I'm a klutz.
Right, there's Torpedo Comics.
Hell yeah.
My phone is all the way over there, and I'm too lazy to stand up, but I'll do so when we're done with this show.
Come on, Matthew, where are you?
He's in the chat.
Boom, we got Asian Johnny Depp in the chat, too.
Hell yeah.
I have some tattoo thing in my feed. Why do I have that? That's weird.
They probably did a comic book related tattoo or something. Oh man, Hellboy. Yeah. Hellboy.
Yeah, I got all those stupid libraries.
Matthew.Mangy.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at that Green Lantern.
That's badass.
That's nice. That's really
He's
great.
talented, man.
Look at that.
Yeah, man, keep it up.
How awesome is that guy? Every day he's got this kind of stuff.
And he only has 18 likes. Come on, guys. He'll come up.
Yeah, let's signal boost that bad boy. Come on.
Okay, now it's got 19. Maybe I should have him commission him to do like Harley Quinn and Psylocke,
Feral
and Magic.
Darkhawk.
Shut up.
Astonishing Wolfman. Standing whatever. All the bad books.
some Luffy from One Piece.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. So he could draw almost anything and you wouldn't know. Then we can just tell you that's the guy from One Piece.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, Emma Frost. That'd be a good commission.
That would be. Matthew, I am going to talk to you about doing some.
Awesome. You can then do an interview on your YouTube channel. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Chris Davis, I get that joke. That's funny.
Yep. There you go. DM him if you want something.
Yeah, let me find some more of his stuff. He's really good.
What are you guys getting this week on?
I want to get that Justice League book strictly because of the art. Because I'm not too interested in reading Justice League at the moment, but I'd love his art. I think it's fabulous. I want it. especially his Mira. It's one of my favorite versions of Mira. I love it.
I think the only thing I'm interested in is maybe Dark Arc, because I have Annihilation already. I don't care about a Final Crisis.
That dark, I want to say Dark Hawk. That Dark Arc sounds amazing. I really
it is.
I would like to get Attack on Titan, but I'm nowhere. I've been watching the anime forever, but
you can get the Colossal editions instead. Those are big omni-sized books. Annihilation, Injustice, and Justice League.
I'm gonna send Jess all 15 volumes of Monster Musume.
Of what?
The Monster Girl manga.
And World's End Harem. All seven.
Just so people realize, Monster Musume, when that came out, they did an anime adaptation, and it's very risque. The Blu-ray box set had to be censored, and you could not feature it on YouTube. That's how raunchy that series is. It's just weird.
That is banned from YouTube?
It has not safe for work artwork.
That's like Angie Dice Clay getting banned from MTV.
Yeah.
Here's his Ganthet.
Ooh, that's awesome. Look at that. Good stuff, man.
He's having a good time with that, you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm ready to get out of here. I don't know about y'all.
Okay. That's cool. Thank you to the chat. Gabe, where can they find you?
You can find me Instagram, Gabe Loves 90s Comics, and here Sundays and Mondays with the homies.
And how about you, Geek and Weekdom?
You can find me on my channel, A Week in Geekdom, talking about anime, comics, movies, all that fun stuff. A Week in Geekdom.
And you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the chat. Highly entertaining chat tonight. And we appreciate our viewers. We appreciate our chatters. We especially appreciate our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. And we are out of here with peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you for watching.